Hey guys, what is up? Array Mage here, doing another World of Tanks 360 gameplay commentary. Today guys, we're on Melanovka Assault, and today guys, we're also going to be starting a new series. Will be a review process of each skill and perk in the game. They have added a new update, as some of you, obviously not some of you, all of you have known if you're playing, that they have added skills and perks now for the crews. They have also given you the ability now to transfer these crews to newer tanks or other tanks, so long as they are of the same nation and such. But we'll get to the crew stuff later and explain that. But right now we're talking about skills and perks, and this is really an introduction to these skills and perks, and understanding differences between skills and perks, what makes them so different. You can't just look at Smooth Ride and say that's a perk. You can't just look at Sixth Sense and say that's a skill. They are very different. They are not one and the same. They do not. They don't work the same way, and I'm not talking about in the same sense that, you know, Smooth Ride and Sixth Sense are trained the same way. There's a very big difference between skills and perks. But let's go ahead and get right on into it. And just so you guys understand, Part 1 of each skill and perk review will be basically a rough explanation of how they work. It would also be done through how people have tested them on the PC, so I feel like you can really use some of the stuff from the PC on this game. A lot of it goes back and forth. For the most part, there is some of a debate on how Sixth Sense works in this game now. I'm kind of up in the air. Some people say it works a little bit differently on the 360 version. There's no way to tell until they have training rooms, and when they have training rooms, that's when I can do part 2 of each of these skill and perk reviews. I can then test them with other players that do not have maybe the same skill or perks. You know, I could test out camouflage and see if it actually works on my tank compared to a tank that doesn't have the camouflage skill selected. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the differences. This is actually sticking right on topic here. We'll go straight to perks. I had Sixth Sense selected on this tank, and I remember sitting here playing, and I was like, why am I not getting the Sixth Sense light bulb? Why is it not working as well as it did when we first had it in the beta? And I was really getting agitated, and I was sitting there thinking, why is this thing not working as intended? And I was getting mad. I didn't understand the difference. I actually had to do a little reading and a little looking around. The difference between a perk and a skill is very obvious. A perk, like Sixth Sense, you do not get the effect of it. You do not have that perk working until that meter that you see underneath your 100% trained crew. Just so FYI, you need a 100% trained crew in order to select or skill or a perk. So don't come in here, you know, and say, why can't I select this? Why can't I select that? It's probably because you don't have a 100% trained crew yet. But anyways, sticking back on topic, with a perk, you have to have that skill fully leveled, or I'm sorry, you have to have that perk fully leveled in order to get its effect. So in my case, I'm sitting here bitching and whining, and I don't realize the reason it ain't working is because it's not fully leveled. A match or two later, I think I was on Westfield Assault, and it started working, and then I realized that meter, the perk meter, was fully leveled for Sixth Sense. That was when it started working. It has continued to work, and it will stay working because I love the ability. But that's the difference between a perk. Now in a skill is a little bit different. You can select a skill like camouflage. I believe Smooth Ride is a skill also. I'd have to double check on that. But basically, a skill is a little bit different than perk. When you select a skill after you have your crew 100% fully trained, the skill will automatically begin working. Now, its effectiveness, I believe, isn't really all that noticeable when you have just first got it. But for example, let's say you have it 40% leveled. There is a meter underneath your crew. It will just start growing, obviously, as more matches you do with that skill. And say at 40% training, that's when it'll start working. I think it'll be more noticeable. 50%, 80%, you do the math. But you will continuously know the difference. And I honestly think you can actually level a skill a lot quicker than a perk. I might have to look that up. I really ain't sure. It took me a while to start noticing, you know, the 6 Sense perk took quite a while to train, whereas situational awareness, which is what I had placed on this tank, it started leveling very fast, and I was very surprised. But skills will level, and you will notice the difference. You know, at 50%, it will work for you. 40%, it will work for you. I think even at 10 or 20%, it starts working for you. But that is the major difference between skills and perks. Perks, you have to get them fully trained. You have to have that level fully maxed out for it in order for it to start working for you, in order to get the desired effect. And with skills, they work the second you pick them. Alright guys, this gameplay is actually coming to an end. Like I said, this is more of an introduction into the series I'm doing, and this was also a very quick explanation to describe the differences between them. I didn't quite catch on until they actually did the update. I was doing the super test, and I didn't quite understand it. I knew what some of the skills and perks had done because I researched, but you know, I didn't quite catch on until today. So, like a bozo, I'm learning like everybody else. Everyone, don't matter. It was fun anyways. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.